Arcadian Vanguard presents The Wrestling News in your daily wrestling newscast for Monday, September 11th, 2023. Good morning, I'm Mike Sempervive. We begin today with legal news. An investigation is underway into an accusation of sexual assault made by Matt Riddle against an airport security worker at JFK Airport in New York, according to a report from TMZ. Riddle made the accusation yesterday morning via Instagram, even including a picture of the officer before deleting the post. According to the report, law enforcement officers stated that Riddle was behaving in a disorderly fashion while disembarking from his plane yesterday morning and was confronted by them in the terminal, at which point they claimed he was apologetic for the incident. No police report was filed at the time. TMZ claimed that the Port Authority and other security were surprised by Riddle's online accusation of sexual harassment, which they claimed was unwarranted. However, a probe into the incident has been launched. In international news, AAA Mega Champion El Hijo del Vikingo is set to make his Japanese debut, according to an announcement yesterday. Vikingo is scheduled to wrestle at GCW's The World on GCW event at Tokyo's Korakuen Hall on Thursday, October 12th. His opponent has not yet been named. Vikingo last wrestled for GCW on September 1st when he defeated Nick Gage. The AAA Mega Champion began competing outside Mexico after clearing up his work visa issues last October. Since then, he's wrestled in Australia and Canada as well as throughout the United States for promotions such as AEW, Ring of Honor, Defy, Pro Wrestling Guerrilla, Warrior Wrestling, MLW, Northeast Wrestling, and House of Glory. Vikingo has held the Mega Championship since December of 2021. The Japanese all-women's company Stardom began their Dream Tag Festival on Sunday at the Budokan in Yokohama. Festival results saw Tam Nakano and Mina Shirakawa defeat Natsupoi and Saori Ano. Mirai and Mai Sakurai topped Rina and Hina. Hanan and Mariah May beat Momo Watanabe and Momo Kogo. Hazuki and Natsuko Tora knocked off Nane Takahashi and Ruaka. Julia and Suzu Suzuki wrestled Utami Hayashida and Maika to a 20-minute time limit draw. After the match, Julia and Suzuki were attacked by Risa Sera and Kurumi Haragi, who announced their inclusion into next month's 16-team Goddess of Stardom Tag League. In the main event, Azumi and Starlight Kid defeated Mayu Iwatani and Saki Kashima after Azumi pinned Kashima. Under speculation that she'll be heading back to the United States to rejoin WWE, during the show, Kairi cut an in-ring promo to say goodbye to the fans. Before she could finish, Kairi was confronted by Hazuki, Koguma, and Saya Ida, who demanded a match on October 9th in Nagoya during Stardom's World of the Golden Eagle pay-per-view. Nane Takahashi and Mayu Iwatani came to the ring to support Kairi, with the trio accepting the challenge. And our final report today will contain some spoilers for upcoming Impact Wrestling television. These will not be full results, but only the newsworthy items that occur during these tapings. If you wish to not hear any of these spoilers, we'll give you a moment to make your decision. And please remember to follow us across all of our forms of social media. Chris Sabin defeated Leo Rush last Saturday night at the Impact 1000 TV taping in White Plains, New York, to become the new Impact X Division champion, scoring the win in 16 minutes and 2 seconds. The loss ends Rush's title reign at 56 days and marks a record-setting 10 X Division titles for Sabin. Sabin was also the previous record holder and is the only wrestler to hold the title more than 6 times. And before we leave you today, we'd like to remind you that however you consume your content, you can find the wrestling news 24 hours a day and 7 days a week across social media. On Twitter, follow us at Wrestling News AV. Our Facebook page is also Wrestling News AV. The Wrestling News can also be found on the Arcadian Vanguard YouTube page. And for those who utilize Amazon Echo devices, just tell Alexa to play the Wrestling News podcast. And remember to make sure you add podcast at the end. Once again, for daily updates, breaking news, and more, follow the Wrestling News across social media. And that's the news for today. If anything happens, we will be here to tell you about it. No clickbait, no paywall, just the wrestling news. The Wrestling News is a division of Arcadian Vanguard, and the Wrestling Newscast is a production of the Arcadian Vanguard Podcast Network.